probably the most common treatment, but aside from somebody coming in a clinical environment or meeting with a psychologist or a counselor, is just it's a combination of two things. It's what we call exposure therapy, so exposing yourself to the threat, and then typically cognitive behavioral or CBT therapy is reframing that experience. So it would somebody who's experienced a trauma, and certainly like for example the tornado or something that would be close to home, they would have to really, instead of just avoiding storms or in general just trying to like not think about it, they would actually have to practice thinking about it and recognizing that in most cases they're safe, and reframing the way they look at the storm and look at the potential being threatened in a storm. I think the easiest, the most direct way with kids is to help them reframe what the storm is and what the level of threat is. So for adults, we could do that on our own, because we have life experience and we've been through it, and we have more of an accuracy. Kids don't have that accuracy yet, so the best thing you could do for the kids is just normalize it, and actually help them appreciate what it is. And a lot of parents that I've worked with, they've had a lot of success explaining the benefits of a storm, especially in the middle of the summer. The garden needs water and the plants need this, and it's good for, it's an act of nature, and we could appreciate nature. So the more you reframe it for the kids, and the more you normalize it, and the more you attach some pleasurable awareness to it, then you give the child an opportunity to re-look at what a storm is. And typically they do. They start to appreciate it, and they definitely follow the lead of their parents. So if the parents are confident, and I can remember one parent that would look forward to the storm and set up chairs in the garage and watch the clouds come in, and it was kind of a family event. And they resolved that fear pretty quickly because it became fun. It became non-threatening.
How do you know when it's so extreme that maybe you should seek professional help?
Yeah, I think it's really when you're not functioning well. I've had patients that they're somewhat obsessed with watching the weather and anticipating a storm, and a good amount of their time is spent worrying about a storm, and they're not getting things done in their life. It might be just not maintaining their schedule or maintaining their home, or it could be more severe, like, and this actually, I see this quite a bit, especially in the wintertime, with where people will call off work and end up getting reprimanded or getting in trouble because they just miss so many days of work because they're just afraid to leave the house. That's usually when you're having some negative consequence, then it's probably a good idea to get help with it.